Snell Motala and I'm a STEM Scout. Today, I wanted to show you something called Little Bits. This is the Rule Your Room kit. So, I'm going to tell you about all these different pieces and what they're called. The first one is the bar graph. This one is the sound trigger. This is the makey bit. This is the dimmer. This is my favorite one, the buzzer. This is the power. This is a servo motor. And this is a 9-volt battery in the connection cable. And we have 2 of these cords, alligator clips. If you think you can just jump right into making stuff, you first have to learn the basics. So, these pink ones are the inputs of the Little Bits kit. The orange one, or the makey bit, is the wiring part. The output are these green ones, including this. And this is the power. Let me give you a close-up. Before we do anything, I wanted to tell you 4 things that I learned from my STEM Scouts. Number 1 is current, number 2 is voltage, number 3 is resistance, and number 4 is capacitance. Let's start with current. A current is the actual amount of electrons that are moving in a circuit. The stronger the current, the more work the circuit can do. Now, voltage. Voltage is a force that pushes the current along within the circuit. Resistance is anything that slows down the current. And number 4, capacitance. Capacitance is a way for the circuit to store an electric charge. So, to make the Little Bits work, what you have to do is connect the power to the battery, and what the power does is it converts the 9-volt battery into 5 volts. So, you have to put from the battery to the power, and from the battery to an input, and from the input to an output. Because if we put an output to an input, it won't work. Say if we do this, then the lights will always be on no matter how much we turn the dimmer. But if we put the input and then we put the output, you can turn on and off the lights from less light to more light, like this. And if you want, you can exchange the different inputs, and you can also exchange the different outputs. And you can also put multiple outputs. Like you can put this bar graph, and then after the bar graph you can put the servo motor, and after the servo motor you can even put the buzzer. And then the dimmer can control all of those things at once. This is my example. I connected 2 outputs to the input. So, let's see how it works. I'll turn it on, and I'll put this to 0, and since I turned it to all the way to the end, there's no lights, or this is not moving. But when I turn it this way, it puts the light and it turns, and each time it turns, the light goes higher, or you can do lower, higher. And as you can see, the servo motor is going left to right, and the bar graph is going is filling up all the colors. I changed the order of the Little Bits so I could make this. This is a clap-on light, and I made it myself. So you can put this on, and here I put a smiley face and I put please knock. So you can hang it up on your wall or next to your door so people know to knock before they come in. So after some time, this light will turn off. And then when it hears the sound, it turns back on. This one uses the sense of touch. Let me show you. find a lot of cool things with little bits to rule your room. Signing off.